Hey tea heads, this is Don and Celine from Mayleaf. We're at that time of year. We're reaching the end of the year and we always like to take this opportunity to look back at the last year's worth of releases and try. It's very arduous. It's an extremely difficult thing to do, but try to pick our top 5 teas of the year. And every year we say it, but every year it seems to be even more true. It was the hardest year ever.
Yeah, I kept saying to Don, I still haven't chosen my top 5. Yeah. It's so hard to choose them.
And it sounds like a broken record because we've said it every year. But honestly, this year was the hardest for both of us.
Yeah.
We spent ages. Kept on asking. She hadn't decided hers. I hadn't decided mine in the last 4 or 5 days we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
And I still not quite sure if this is my top 5. In fact, I'm sort of so fuzzy-headed about it right now that it's just like I can't even think about it anymore. But we're going to go with it because you've got to make the decisions. As always, like we say every year, all the teas that we put out, we absolutely love. We wouldn't select them if we didn't. So that's why it's so difficult. Yeah. And as we say every year, it's a bit mean on the green teas and the spring teas because we're talking to you from December. They're sort of like
the vibe is for the teas that make you more cozy.
Exactly. I think it would be very different if we did this, say, in springtime, so look at the last 12 months. I don't know.
But you all know this.
Look, caveats aside, you've got to make the difficult decisions, right? And we've tried to make the difficult decisions. We've picked our top 5. I think it's worth doing some honorable mentions.
Yeah, definitely.
Of ones that we're not including. I think we should say that we're not. I told you that not to include Flip Green.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's not really strictly one of our releases.
Yeah.
And it probably would be, it certainly would be in my top 5 for sure. That's one of the best teas I've tried in my life. So Flip Green, Antiquity Island. So the celebratory teas, Seven Village Iwu. I basically said, let's not pick those, right? Let's take those off the table.
Wait. Even the dust of the Flip Green was insanely yummy. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going to chuck that, obviously, because I'm breaking up these cakes. I was like, I have to brew that up.
Yeah.
It's
such a great tea. So, we're not including those 3. Those are the 3 I told you. Seven Village Iwu, Antiquity Island and Flip Green. We're not including those.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. Well, I mean, it's difficult for me to talk about honorable mentions because I don't know what's in yours. And I don't want to reveal. So let's just start with you.
Yeah.
You can begin it. This year we're doing things differently. We're not going to have that whole Bing jar and pull out teas just to show them.
Yeah.
You've got your tea of the year. Where is your tea of the year?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you got your tea of the year here. I've got my tea of the year here. I don't know her. She doesn't know mine. So we're just going to go through her top 5, starting with number 5, talk about them, and then we're going to taste hers, and then we'll go through mine. So number 5.
My number 5 was very hard to decide on because I was trying. Basically, I kind of gone on different types of teas rather than one type of tea and have multiple favorites because I do there are some.
See, that's I kind of did the same. So I think what you're saying is that you thought, well, I don't want to have let's say lots of black teas in here, so I'm only going to pick one. But it might be that 2 black teas were ahead of the other one. I kind of did the same, but it's sort of going against the rules a little bit.
I know, I get it.
But you want to sort of have a fair reflection of the breadth of the teas that you've been drinking here. So We'll let it pass.
And I think you'll be surprised.
I did the same.
You'll be surprised by my number 5.
All right, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is Candy Ice Cruncher.
Candy Ice Cruncher, yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. Why would I be surprised? That's
because
a great,
it's my
tea.
5th.
Oh,
place.
you think I'd be surprised because I would expect you to have a...
Yeah.
So you don't. So now you're telling me you don't have a raw puer further up. Okay. Yeah, but I get it. There's been some strong contenders in lots of other categories this year.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I struggled so much because I do drink more raw puers than any other type of tea. But there has been so many of the other types of teas that I've just gone, whoa, that is mind-blowing. That is great.
So what makes Candy Ice Cruncher your favorite of the raws this year then?
Okay. So it's been hard, but the main thing that stood out for me with Candy Ice Cruncher is the fact that if I had it next to other pu'ers, I would know which one it is because the flavor profile is so what's
distinctive.
the word? Distinct, but like unusual as well.
Yeah.
Like the saffron
Saffrons
that comes through is just like how
and that
does
icy
that-
quality, saffron and the toffee apple warmth and sweetness, but then that icy something or other. There's something else in there which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's just a really intriguing tea.
Yeah.
And you just want to keep getting to know it. So I have all of the ones because the other ones, I mean, they were so good. I was just like, oh, this is like my go-to, but like this is more intriguing, and this one has more of the floor. But so I had to go with that.
As always, we don't have to do. We've done the caveats. They're all difficult to decide.
Yeah.
They're all our babies. We love them all. Okay,
But just so everyone knows, that I was basically going for between Rockabilly Dreamboat,
okay,
Candy Ice Cruncher, Jam Ambassador.
yeah,
Because it's surprisingly quite elderflowery and jammy.
Yeah.
But the elderflowers shocked me a bit.
yeah.
And then the, what's the other one? The Yiwu one from Disney.
Jelly Juice.
Jelly Juice, yeah.
That's pretty much most of us.
No, there's more than that. There's Breezy Bohemian.
Breezy
there's
Bohemian,
like,
Piniquity. Oh, yeah, it's
Piniquity,
true.
you know,
it's true.
they are-
It's true. Okay.
Anyway.
Yes, I mean, anyway, all good.
All good.
So, Candy Ice Cruncher,
Candy Ice Cruncher.
you're number 5. Number 4.
Number 4, Simple Dreams 2.
Okay, yeah.
It's so delicious. I
So
mean, it's
delicious.
like a frangipane tart, but with extra
marzipan,
honey on it.
Yeah.
It's like easy
That
going.
mix of the brown and the green leaves in there as well, I think works so well to give this balance.
Yeah. And I like that the aftertaste is really lingering and it's really creamy.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, Simple Dreams 2.
Simple Dreams 2, number 4. Okay.
And then I
so
had
2 cakes.
yeah, 2 cakes. I had to go for a green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You went for a green. Good. I'm happy to hear
I
that.
mean, this year,
I
especially
know
in the
which one.
summer,
I bet I know which one, but you're on.
I was like going on about it.
Yeah, you were going on about it.
Do you know which one I'm talking
Green
about?
coil.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like she rediscovered green coil.
Yeah, it was
She was
mad.
like, but what's this
I
tea?
thought
I was
I
like, it's
didn't
green
really,
coil. She's like,
it wasn't it wasn't going to be on my top number 1. It was always going to be Jade Arrow like before.
Jade Arrow,
Or
Longjing.
Longjing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they are amazing.
They are
this year.
amazing. Longjing Supreme this year,
Yeah.
I think, is amazing. Shout out to
Yeah.
Longjing. Shout out to Longjing
Longjing
Supreme.
doing great. But the green coil
No, I agree.
was just
It's one of those
Unbelievable
teas
this
that's
year.
just
Yeah.
when it hits,
When
it
it
hits
hits.
hard.
yeah. But when it doesn't, it freaking messes
Yeah,
hard
I
too.
know. Yeah.
Anyway.
No. Okay. So green coil, elderflowers,
Yeah.
just that bright fruity note
And umami.
and umami. Yes, the
Just-
combination of just so much of that brightness, that spiciness, that spikiness. That's why it can sometimes go so wrong because if
Yeah.
it's too spiky. But it's just
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
get that astonishing fragrance, it is an astonishing thing.
Yeah. It's
So green coil, yeah.
so green coil and
Number
then,
2, number
oh,
2, your
yeah.
runner-up tea of 2023 is
This one slapped me in the face like, what? Like a dance song can get to that level? Sorry? And you know I love dance songs. Like Royal
You
Peach
love it. It's one of
was
your
one of our
favourite tea
wedding
types, so,
teas, right? Yeah, pomelo.
yeah, pomelo, flower, honey.
Yeah, I mean, it sold out so quick.
It
but
sold
like,
out quick. It was a special
It's a beauty.
specialty. Special specialty. Just bursting with aromatics, as all dance songs are,
Bursting.
but different aromatics. So different.
Yeah,
And
next time you
just
should call it like
straight up
bursting.
pomelo,
Dance song.
flower, honey. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just like, I remember we just kept on saying, oh, it's pomelo, flower, honey. So, well,
Yeah.
that's the name of it then.
Those 3 things
Yeah.
just bumped up to like next level.
Yeah, it
baseline.
was just aroma like explosion.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible tea. Pomelo, flower, honey. I hope we can find it
I
next
just can't
year.
imagine it because it was we haven't had one like that.
No, we've tried
In
them
all the
before.
years
I
that
know.
went, I was just
but you
like,
know, we live in hope. We live in
Yeah.
hope. Okay, so we've let's just recap the 4. It was Candy Ice Cruncher, Simple Dreams 2,
Green coil
Green Coil,
and then pomelo.
Pomelo. Okay, your number 1 tea inside this little cute little.
I think you know because it's like
I think
It's just such
you're.
an,
If
you
you're
know.
asking me to guess, I'm going to guess you went for a ripe.
yeah.
I'm going to guess from your past drinking history, you're going to do Ball Pit Tycoon.
Oh, so close.
You didn't pick Ball Pit
No.
Tycoon. Okay.
Boop, beep,
Ball
beep,
Ball
beep,
Pit
beep.
Ball Pit Tycoon.
Yeah, no, it was gonna be my top until another one joined
Okay.
the party,
Okay.
and I was like, nah. It just like pushed the other one back a bit, just a tiny bit, but it was like enough that I was like, I have to
All right, put
choose
me
that
out of my
one.
misery.
Hip cuddler.
Okay. That's
mean-
see, that's controversial because it's so new. It's just been released. So
Yeah.
are you picking it because of the fact that it's brand new?
No, I've had it since we've
listen.
tried it.
I totally get why you've picked it as your number one. I totally get that. And I have not done an A/B of Ball Pit versus Hip Cuddler.
Yeah.
I guess you have.
Yeah, and you know what? They are so good for different reasons. But hip cuddler
Well, we're gonna brew it up.
recently, it's like made me feel like I've been cuddled on my face. Like my face is in big bosoms. I know that sounds weird, but like big warm bosoms that
Dry, not sweaty.
not sweaty, super like talcum powder, like lovely.
Lovely.
And like that of someone that had a cherry cough syrup.
Well, let's
and,
drink it.
and a
Where's your
strawberry tart. You know, it's like got that.
Let's drink
It's
it.
got that coziness. Anyway,
Where's your pot?
my pot. Oh
I see you got the Duennies out.
yes. Actually, we're going for our favorite teaware, aren't we?
Well, we don't do teaware of the year, but
No,
yeah,
we
you can
we
pick something that you
mentioned
love.
maybe-
Yeah, sure.
And I really like the Connections one or this one, but I felt like Connections is so much more
The meaning.
what it's about right now. It's like the
Okay.
connecting with the
All
tea.
right. So it was between these two.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, focus.
But that shape is so legendary. I feel like it's gonna be never getting old.
Yeah.
That beauty.
But we're bringing this, right?
Simple and beautiful. Yeah, that one.
On,
Connections.
there you go.
Right.
All right, Hip Cuddler. So, yeah, you've broken it out of the bamboo, just so people. This has just been released a couple of weeks ago, but there you go. Hip Cuddler. It is a magical tea. I mean, I'm down with your choice for sure.
Good.
I was sure you would pick Ball Pit, 100%.
Yeah, I mean.
Because you've been talking about it the whole year. It's
Oh,
like
well,
tea
I
of the
mean,
year, tea of the year.
Yeah, when we got it, I was like, it's definitely gonna be my tea of the year. I was saying it to everyone.
Yeah.
But
And
no, but
see, this is why it's a little bit unfair because it was totally your tea of the year, and now it's not even in your top 5. But I know it is kind of in your top 5, right?
yeah,
That's the problem.
mean,
I know. I get it. You
I
you
feel
wanted
like-
to pick just one right. I get
feel
it.
like I was like I dissed it. You know, I feel like I dissed Ball Pit Tiger. I was like,
poor giraffe.
sorry. I love you, but
It's cool.
this one's intriguing me more right now. I'm getting
The
like
tycoon
bosoms in
is
my face.
confident. The tycoon will be fine. All right, have a snifter.
Sniff, sniff.
We're going to do a quick tasting, but not like a full tasting anyway. The video came out a couple of weeks ago regarding this.
I mean,
So it's kind of fresh.
it's just even in the scent, it's a cuddle in
Yeah,
the face.
it is straight up cuddle, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
It's that combination of a little bit of it's lots of caramels and lots of custard, but then this little underline of
It's like a hum.
berry raisiny, cherry, dried cherries.
And creme brulee.
Yeah. It's actually
like to
very
add that
sort of
in there.
festive smelling
Yeah.
quite at this
Yeah.
moment, isn't it? So
Yeah.
caramels and, little bit of dried fruits and lots of dried fruits. There's dates, there's dried cherries, loads of caramel, a touch of
dried
some
cherries.
sort of vinyl note as well with that hip cuddler.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm all about the cuddles, as you know. Love me some cuddles.
You found the tea for you,
I'm a cuddler fiend.
the bosom.
Doesn't
Get
have
your
to-
nose into
doesn't
that
have to be
bosom.
bosoms, it's fine. Just cuddles. Hugs. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's just like, yeah, the best salted caramel just pouring down from a fountain, and you just. It's like
Dolce de leche.
Yeah, it's full on.
It's that little fruit note, which I think just
indulgent.
gives it that little edge, that little dry cherry note.
Yeah.
That just sings so perfectly with all those caramels and dolce de leches.
And there's like that tiny little bit of ferment. Like there's a little bit of this. Is it that a Bailey's drink? You know, like something creamy but alcoholic
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah. Or like that
bourbon.
Polish drink that we got.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sort of, it's like Bailey's but more caramel.
Yeah.
Okay, let's brew it up.
Okay.
We're only going to have like 1 or 2 infusions, and then we're going to talk about my teas of the year.
Your teas of the year.
And this year, we don't have that many crossovers, which is interesting.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
interesting.
I was like, you're definitely gonna have that one in your top.
Let's not talk about it right now. Well, let's drink first.
I'm trying to find where.
Celine's tea of the year, Hip
Do
Cuddler.
it. Is that it? Should I do it?
If you put it here, then you can see it.
Sorry, I was looking at the other one, trying to get the right close-ups in it.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Okay. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Tea of the year, Hip Cuddler. Ah. It's just such a beautiful tea. And that little bamboo roast, you can taste that bamboo. And it's got this somehow more, it just brings out more of the caramel. It brings out more of the creams. It's amazing. You wouldn't have thought necessarily that bamboo would make something taste creamier, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Gorgeous, gorgeous tea. You can check out the video. I'll put a link in the description below of a full tasting of this tea. But I can understand why you've picked it, because it just meets all of your favorite ripe puer qualities. Soft,
Definitely.
creamy, comforting, caramel, sweet, you know, that
Fruity.
a little bit of fruit, a little
Yeah.
bit of that vinyl, a little bit of that intrigue going on.
Yeah.
But overall, the sort of it's enveloped in caramel, you know?
And it keeps it gets stronger, but like creamier as you go, which is
and such a sweet finish. Incredibly sweet caramel finish.
stinky.
Okay,
All right, your turn.
top 5. Recap from you. Candy Ice Cruncher,
Yeah.
Simple Dreams 2,
Yeah. Green coil.
Green Coil, Pomelo Flower, Hip Cuddler. Lovely.
good memory.
And way an unexpected top 5 from me. I wasn't expecting that from you, but that's good.
was
Now you
hard.
put your hair up, you need to duck a bit.
Sorry, it's just too hot.
Okay, right, here's my top 5.
mane.
Ready?
Yeah.
My 5th place, Sovereign Bud.
Oh my goodness.
Yellow tea from Sichuan, sorry. Yellow tea from Sichuan that blew my mind.
Isn't that the one that came and left?
It came and went, and I've only got a small amount left, but that nutty warmth and that sweetness was just intense. It's like the yellow tea of my dreams. And I hope, again, that I can find it next year. So for the first time, I think, ever in a top 5, I put a yellow tea in. So Sovereign Bud, just always remember that, and I still have some, and I tasted it, and it is still glorious. If you've got
my
yourself
goodness.
some Sovereign Bud, that was an amazing batch of tea. So that's my number 5. My number 4, yours was Simple Dreams.
Yeah.
I went with Floating Lotus.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you go for Floating Lotus?
I just think that out of the series of those Yunnan puer white teas, white teas made from Assamica trees, it has the most intense body of like aromatics going on. The medicinal honeys, the heather, the honeys, the herbs. It has everything that I really look for
Yeah, I
in
can
a
see
Yunnan white. It was so intense, or it is so intense in that wild, sweet. It's like you take that wild terroir and you just just sort of drag it, like the meadows and the trees and the forests and the herbs, and you just drag it through honey. You know, it's just it's so good. And I think it's going to age amazingly.
That's true.
And I did taste Simple Dreams, and I think we should shout out Diamond Twilight, which I think is an amazing tea.
I was struggling with
struggles. But I think that Floating Lotus came out on top for me. So that's my number 4.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Rockabilly Dreamboat.
Rockabilly Dreamboat.
Yeah. Out of all of the raw pours this year, and again, I struggled. Heaven Surveyor, Panickety, Breezy, Candy Ice.
For some reason, I thought you were going to do Panickety.
Yeah, I know, because I've been drinking a lot of that.
Yeah.
But Rockabilly, just for me, the difference is just like Candy Ice Crunch, which I get why you find it very distinctive, because it is. But what I love about Rockabilly is it's so different from the other pours that we've ever sourced.
Yeah, it's true.
Harking back to the sort of only one that I would sort of compare it to maybe is Cone Bandit.
Oh,
you know,
I see what you're saying.
It's got that malty, chocolatey, like ice cream, almost verging into sort of the flavor notes that you would associate with ripe teas,
right?
You know, or black teas, those chocolatey black teas.
Yeah.
And I find but it's still got that dank herbal note, and it's got that flowery note. It's just so different.
Yeah.
And
it's true.
And I can't recall a tea like, I mean, maybe Dream Scene Smuggler a bit, possibly. But you know, it's just such a different tea, and it is again just overflowing, just brimming with like so much going on, so complicated, so complex, and I feel like I never get to know it, and that I love about a tea.
It's very Moorish, that tea.
Yeah, you just want to keep exploring that tea.
It's makes sense.
And again, I think that is going to age into something wild. I don't know what it's going to age into, but I think it's going to age into something crazy, amazing. So that's my number 3.
Wait, Sovereign Bud.
Sovereign Bud, Floating Lotus, Rockabilly.
Floating Lotus, Rockabilly. Okay, got it.
And then number 2, crossover, Pomelo Flower Honey. Pomelo Flower Honey, I had to include it there. It was actually, I was choosing between that and the Lautsong Milan, which I absolutely adore. Oh my
goodness.
That old tree Milan.
Love that one.
But just for the originality factor and the fact that it's the first time we got it in a Yota, a Pomelo Dansong, Pomelo Flower Honey wins. And I don't think there are many surprises for my number 1, to be honest with you, because I called it already a few weeks ago.
It's a ripe pour, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been going on and on and on about it.
It's a ripe pour, but it's not hip cuddler.
I've been going on and on and on about this tea.
Oh,
I can't believe you don't know which one it is.
Wait, I have a blank all of a sudden.
Man, I can't believe that.
Is it Woozy?
Woozy is definitely a great tea, but no, it's not. I've been going on and on and on about how this is the most amazing.
No. Okay. It's a Nog berry. It's a Nog potion.
Nog potion, for sure.
Of course.
Nog potion.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, that is next obsessiveness.
I am obsessed with this tea.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
squirreling it away. This is just, it is for me the ultimate Lao Chateau, at least that I have tried. And it is just the most, you can see all the mycelium on there. Like you can see it.
Mycelium.
Yeah, all of the fungi and mold. It is the most funky, it's like the most funky like cheese of teas, but it has the most sublime, complex, rich, sweet taste with zero funk. It is just amazing.
It's amazing.
And just the smell of that. I mean, how can you not?
It's so funny because you love funk.
I love a bit of funk.
A good funk, you're into it.
But not bad funk.
No.
This is just straight up all the funk I need in my life. I mean, it is just wicked. Can you pour some hot water in here?
It is wicked.
I'm brewing in my favorite teaware probably release, although it's very difficult. We've had a lot of tea releases. But teaware releases. The Dongba and of course
the cup.
The Dongba cup as well.
It's very cool. What's
Yeah.
that?
Nug Potion. Not just because of the taste, but also because the effect on this for me is just every time I drink it, it puts me in the best mood. I'm feeling warm, I'm feeling settled, I'm feeling grinning from ear to ear, smiley as F. I absolutely I can just drink this tea. Over the past few weeks, I feel like almost every day I've chucked a nug in to go one, and they never end, right? So like the next day I'm like, keep drinking.
This is like fermented soya sauce and
Sweet soy.
and like honey on it.
Sweet soy, chocolate covered dates,
insane.
spices, licorice, toffee. It's got everything in it. It knocked my socks off. And these nugs, look at them. I mean, they're just
Look at 'em.
obscene.
Come on, there you go.
Look at that. It's this hunky chunky, like covered in ferment. I mean, it is just.
It's a nugget. It's a golden nugget.
It's golden tea, my tea of the year. And I knew it kind of when I did the session. So 1 nug or 2
Too.
or 3, just do.
My
It's
goodness.
nice to
You want to get high? There you go.
So, teas of the year, both ripe teas. And I think that's the same last year. We both picked Grandmaster Ripe. So
Oh, that's right.
I kind of feel like it seems like ripe teas are our favorite types of tea
Yeah.
ever. But in fact, we drink all the
lot.
times, and we drink loads of raw and we drink loads of greens and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know why recently the ripes have just been smashing it.
Yeah, and it's like like you say, we squirrel it away. We like keep it for the special times or something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh man, smell that. Slightly salty, lots of sweet, loads of caramels and brown sugars, sticky toffee pudding.
God.
I mean, it's like if you could write down some flavor notes that just suit me, sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so true. That is
Right?
so you. Yeah, sticky toffee pudding you love.
Like the
Salted caramel.
salted caramels,
Yeah.
sandalwood incense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like a tea made for me. So I'm being unashamedly personal here. That is my jam.
That if it was a jam, that would be definitely your jam.
I'd be slathering it on everything. So
Smells amazing.
let's talk about. Put a little bit more. Well, it's been a while since I've shot video. I always say that whenever we shoot a video together. Let's talk about some honourable mentions now that we've gotten the top 5s out of the way. Woozy fruitcake for sure. Longjing Supreme for me.
Long
sure.
Supreme, yeah.
Candy Tree Supreme.
Yes. Oh, I struggled with that one.
In
I was
fact,
gonna
none
put
of
it
us
on.
have picked black teas.
No, I
which is
know.
harsh because we
Yeah.
had some great black teas. Consort Smile.
Consort Smart, Candy Tree.
I still drink a lot of Ancient Haze.
Ancient
I
Haze.
still drink a lot of Ancient Haze.
So annoying that I keep forgetting the name because that's one of my top black teas.
Yeah, I mean, loads of
In the black teas, actually, that would be my top. Although Candy Tree Supreme is pretty
Candy Tree
freaking
Supreme.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, look, black teas,
Yeah.
green teas, but we've mentioned. Oh, I tell you what, Sayakari Kabusecha. This
Yeah.
year, that Japanese green tea, I absolutely am all over. I love that one. That gets an honourable mention.
Yeah.
Diamond Twilight we mentioned, but it's worth
yeah.
making it another mention again.
We need the top 10, basically.
Yeah, no, it's a slippery slope.
That's way too long. That's way too
Yeah,
long.
because then it feels like even harsher on the other teas. At least with the top 5, you're like, okay, this is just like, let's just pick 5.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
I'm in charge of the camera control here. What else? Any other honourable mentions?
Oh, so many.
Yeah, some oolongs. Ooh, the aged oolong.
Pear Cloud.
Pear Cloud.
And were you saying the aged Higuanin
Yeah,
as
the
well?
aged Guanyin. Yeah, Pear Cloud for sure.
For sure.
Was actually a contender.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, ooh, Pear Cloud this year is amazing.
I kind of debated with Lily
always
Cream
amazing.
Whip
Lily-
as
yeah,
well. Because that
yeah.
was...
Yeah.
Supreme. Lots of Supremes.
Just
How
take
did you
a
not
moment.
burn yourself? How do you
it's
drink
fine.
so quick?
It's fine. That is definitely tea of the year. What other oolongs? Oh, Swallow's Nest.
It's amazing. Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
love
like
Swallow's
all
Nest.
of the yanchas.
I drink a lot more yancha and black teas actually.
Yeah. I was thinking you were going to have a yancha in yours
No, no.
because you've been going on about Swallow's Nest
I know.
since we
But
did that live.
It's too hard, man. There's too many good ones.
I mean, raw puers, they're all amazing. I think the Antique Street Market is a Huang Pian.
Best Huang Pian I
Yeah.
think we've had,
That is
actually.
really, really
Should say.
amazing.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
could just list them all.
Look, it's a great problem, like we said last
Yeah.
year. It's a great problem to have, to find it so hard to choose between our collections.
Yeah,
It's great.
I'm
Great.
very interested to hear what your teas of the year are, and I think that we'll probably have a lot of variation.
Lots of variation.
And that's actually, like you say, it's a testament to, like, it makes me happy.
Yeah, me
because
too.
it means that we've done a good job of like curating, a wide selection of pinnacle teas. But
Yeah.
I'd be very interested to hear what your teas of the year are for 2023. Put them down in the description or in the comments below. My mind is still cycling through teas, you see. This is the problem, right? Like, I could keep going. And if you ask me in a week's time, there might be some variations. But Nug Potion would still be my number one. Would Hip
Yeah.
Cuddler still be
Yeah,
yours?
yeah, yeah, I
so
mean-
we're satisfied.
I'm like thinking about it right now, thinking I should, hit that up as well. Actually, yeah, I will.
Anyway, that's it from us. Onwards and upwards to 2024. Hopefully we're saying the same thing this time next year. And we're finding it extremely difficult because it means that we've tasted some damn fine teas. And that's what it's all about, peeps. So have a wonderful rest of the year. If you're watching at the time of release of this video, if you're watching at the time of the release of the video, you might be able to get some teas in before Christmas. It's still probably possible. So, get your clicking finger clicking and go pick up some teas. Of course, merry festivities and a very, very happy new year.
Happy New Year!
That's it, tea heads. Check out other videos, taste our teas wherever you're in the world by browsing mayleaf.com and come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, this is Celine and I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the sublime stuff and spread the word because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.
Bye.